Arcade is finally here, and I gotta say, it's pretty good, you guys. Oh, Sonic Racing? Did this come out on launch day? We'll have to get it. And that right there is one of the reasons why Apple Arcade is so good. Much like Microsoft's Game Pass for Xbox, you pay a subscription every month and you get access to a bunch of games. There are supposedly 100 games available on Apple Arcade at the moment. I'm not going to go and count them all, but I'll take their word for it. But Aaron, these are mobile games. They're going to have mobile game stuff. No, that's the good thing about Apple Arcade is these are all just games. These are mobile games that don't have any of the usual trappings of a mobile game. Choo Choo Rocket? What the fuck? Sega's going all in... Oh, fuck. We'll have to get it. And of course there have been a lot of other full proper games on mobile before, but they all had their own costs. You know, maybe $15, $25 depending on the game. But this is $8 a month and you get access to all of the games. As long as you keep your subscription going, you can just play, you know, whatever game is on here. You see something good, you download it, you play it. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games that well, you know, these two are still downloading, but, you know, 7 games that I've played, and I can tell you, they're all at least decent to pretty fucking good. Mini Motorways is probably the thing that I've been the most addicted to. It's like a city simulator type game without all of the bullshit that usually comes along with those type of games. You have a building. You have another building. You want to join them up. You zoom in. You join them up. The big buildings, I guess they're like car parks or something. But the cars go there. And they collect the tags that build up here. Well, each building, you know, each of these bigger buildings gets tags. And you need to have cars collect the tags. And you don't want to get too many of those tags, otherwise the game's over. And it starts out simple enough, but holy shit does it get crazy later. You'll start getting different coloured buildings, and they have to match up to the different coloured houses. All the cars have to get to the buildings fast enough to collect the tags that show up. The goal is to get at least 250 on each map, which I've done. It's not that difficult. I've gotten up to, I think my best is about 500. At that point, the game gets crazy. There are some negatives. Oh, here we go. We got some red ones. There we go. It's right there. You do have a restriction on the amount of road you have, but every week in the game you get extra tiles. I can have a bridge or extra tiles. You get like an upgrade each week too. I have a bridge already. You start with a bridge, and I don't really need another one right now. Yeah, there are technical issues with this game. Once you get up to like 400 points, you know, there's a lot going on. So the game starts to chug a bit, and just had it crash when it's gotten to that point. So, you know, it needs to iron out some bugs. This is also running beta software because it's, at the moment you can only use Apple Arcade with iOS 13, which currently is in beta. So, there could be a number of issues there. This game is Agent Intercept, and it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun. The thing with Apple Arcade games, a lot of them use controller capable. So you can play this game with a controller. You can play a lot of these games with controllers. But I'm just going to give it a go with this for now. Actually haven't tried this without a controller yet. Or from an angle, even. You got a boost. So the main goal is to just, knock the cars off the road. You also get rockets. Like this. It just has a fun style to it. It's not, like, super detailed or, doesn't have, like, an epic story or anything. It's a fairly straightforward game. Definitely... Oh, that was a mine. Sick drift! Now we turn into a boat. It's fucking rad. Yeah, it's not the most epic game on the planet, but... it's a good time waster. It's a perfect game for Apple Arcade, because it's, short and sweet, and... you've got a subscription, and you don't have to look at ads. It's great. Now we have a golf game. It's just a simple golf game. You pull back, it builds up the strength of the hit with the ball, and you aim for the flag, and you hit the flag, and you get your hole. Sometimes they have obstacles. This one has cats, and you just want to go through the cats, here around the cats, hit the flag. There we go. They make things more complicated. They bring people into it now. Before you were just kind of like an omniscient being that was overlooking the ball. Now you're finally a person, and so now you can play proper golf. Proper golf. Finally proper golf. Things have become more complicated now. You've got obstacles like the cars here that you need to go around, so you just do a bit of golf here. Make sure you don't hit the cars. Just playing golf. Did it. We want to go around the barrels. Just... No, wait. Ah, fuck. Hey, a hole in one. Alright. It's a pretty simple. It's a pretty simple one. And now we'll just go down this pipe, I guess. Did it. What the Golf is the name of the game. It's fucking crazy and loony. That's just the beginning. You play as a golf ball, and you have to basically go around this, I don't know, this building and find different holes to put your ball into. And it's not always a ball. It's whatever. Whatever's in the level. Well, I don't even know what's happening now. Told ya. Wacky, crazy game. Oh. Did it. Space indeed. I don't want to show you too much of this game because I feel like it's going to get even crazier at some point. My personal favorite so far has been Assemble with Care. It's a relatively short, story-driven puzzle game. It's just a nice, pleasant game to play that also has these sort of cutscenes where your character is meeting other people in this town and she's fixing things for them, and it's about the story of the people that she meets and what the objects mean to them and what her fixing the objects means to them. And it's, you know, it's very tactile. It's all about using the touch. And, you know, it's very sort of common sense. Oh, you got screws. Well, let's use the screwdriver and we'll undo the screws. There aren't really instructions. You know, it's basically just open the objects and fix them. And I like it. It's a fun little game with some pleasant story. And the objects get a little more complicated as the game goes on. There's only 13 objects, though, and 2 of them are the same, and they're very easy, those ones. Also, this nice art style that I dig a lot. Just kind of constantly moving lines. Kind of painting. Like a moving painting. And I'm into it. So those are my 4 favourite Apple Arcade games at the moment. Have you played Apple Arcade games? What are your favourites? Let us know in the comments. I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.